All right, what I want to talk about today is, are attorneys doctors? Are attorneys doctors? I have been in the personal injury market now since 1995, and realistically since I graduated from chiropractic school in 1989. Just not so much until I really started to get focused around 1995. And I've been involved with ligament testing procedures. I did excessive motion testing procedures on every single one of my injury patients. I sent out every single one of my patients to an independent company that does excessive motion testing. That's the most significant finding for ligament injuries that a patient can have. I used it in my private practice. I applied it clinically. I correlated it to my examination procedures. I correlated it to what I saw in the patient. I correlated it to what I would need to use for changing my treatment plans. I correlated what I would need to use in order to make better referrals out to medical specialists or out to other imaging. I used it a lot, and I used it very successfully. Then I developed two companies that deliver these services. One was a chiropractic company and the other was a medical company. And the current medical company that I'm CEO of is called Spinal Kinetics. So I've been doing this information for a very long time. Now, one of the things that probably disheartens me the most about being in this market for so long is attorney-directed care. Attorney-directed care drives me insane. It should be illegal for attorneys to direct care. And it is illegal, it's just not monitored. Right? Now, what do I mean by this? Well, you have attorneys that are actually advertising to get the patient, then they direct the patient to the doctor, and in that direction, they are dictating care. They're dictating what diagnostics can be used, what diagnostics can't be used. They're dictating care based on economics of their ability to settle a claim rapidly and quickly and monetize it quickly, as opposed to what's best for the patient. Now, every doctor in the market knows this is going on. Every single doctor. Some doctors in the market, some of you, a doctor right now that's listening to me right now, you're in that position. You're in that position where you have an attorney firm that's directing 5, 10, 15 injury patients to you a month. And you know that it's being dictated to you. You know that you can only do certain things, and that you know that that's probably not the best thing for the patient. But you're doing it because you can't afford not to. I'm going to tell you, your biggest problem is you don't have enough referral sources. This market is rapidly changing. And one of the things that's going to change is there are no attorney-directed care. The last time I checked, an attorney does not know squat about the majority of the injuries that they represent. So how in the world could they know what to do care-wise? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, but it's happening every day. So doctors, the way out of that, if you're in that situation, or the way to never get in that situation, is to be choosy, one, who you work with, but the other thing, and it's the most important thing, is for you to develop a practice where patient results, where you get really good patient results in as fast of time as possible. You have to look at, what does a patient want? If your son or your daughter is majorly injured, what do you as a parent want for them? Are you looking at it and saying, hey, I want to send them down to the guy who's connected to the attorney, who's going to get us a good settlement, and I don't really care what their results are? Chances are good, no. As a matter of fact, chances are good you wouldn't even use a clinic like that, and some of you that have clinics won't even let your family actually treat in your own clinic. You send your own family members out to other doctors. Or lawyers that work in those spheres would never send their family to one of those type clinics. Right? So what every human being wants is they want a doctor who understands their injuries, who can effectively treat them and make it so that they seriously reduce their risk of long-term residual complaints. That means everything's gone, it doesn't interfere with their life in any way. And they want doctors that can document so simply that everyone in the market, defense attorney, plaintiff attorney, insurance company, everybody in the market understands what they're saying. And they're using consensus. That's what's going to replace attorney-directed care in the market. I have a Smart Injury Doctors program, and these are the doctors. I'm going to create an army of doctors that are like that don't have to be dictated to by anybody other than results. The only thing that these doctors, my smart injury doctors, should be actually just addicted to it and mono-focused on is how to get better and better and better patient results, how to get patients better quicker, and to resolve these injuries faster and more economically, and also so there is no long-term residual results. That is the future market. Attorney-dictated care is going away. So get off that train and get on the right train. And I have a program called the Smart Injury Doctors program. For you smart injury doctors out there that are listening to this, you know this is going on, you know that you're fighting it, and I certainly appreciate you. Anyone who's listening to this podcast, I take a topic, I talk about it for a short amount of time, and it gives you an idea of who I am and what I'm all about. You can put comments down below, good, bad. Tell me what's happening in your practice, what you dislike, what you like. Put your comments down below. And as always, I very much so appreciate you. Give me some time to listen to my point of view in the personal injury realm. And I look forward to seeing you on the next podcast. Thank you.